You know, why is it always blurry when I? Okay, there you go. Focus. You know, there are things that I am never surprised about when I hear them, and Donald Trump blaming video games for the mass shooting is not one of them. Why? Because a lot of people. This has been going every time there's a mass shooting. People going to try to blame video games. They tried to do it for Columbine. They tried to do it for the Virginia Tech shooter. Um, and yeah, now for these three mass shootings that's happened in Ohio, one in El Paso, one in Ohio. I think two of them was in Ohio. I might have to check where the third one was at. But you know, the mass shootings has been happening and all that other stuff. And first off, my condolences goes toward the victims in those mass shootings. Um, I'm sorry that had to happen to y'all. But on to Donald Trump blaming video games. I'm not surprised. If anything, it leads to my theory that I've always had, and the theory is white people do not know how to take L's. Now, I like for white people, I understand it's like y'all don't like mass shooters either, but that doesn't. And it's like black people when like we do some dumb shit, we don't like that either. But sometimes when our people do dumb shit, that looks bad on the black race. And I think that's the thing about. I think I've noticed this about black people and white people. Um, I don't. We're so strong about our race, and white people like they're only strong when they're backed in a corner. Anything else is like they'll go back to their lineage. But as I was, but with black people, we don't know where we. Most of us don't know where we came from. Even if the ones from the islands, if we like, some of us have Jamaican islands in background. We know we came from. Most of us know we came from Africa. But a lot of people really don't know where they came from unless they have to trace their ancestries back. Which is this being said, it's really sad that he had to blame video games and we the as a gamer myself, we have proven this many of times that not only it doesn't promote like there's no scientific evidence, and the fact that he's trying to go and like attack violent video games is even proving my point because they still sell guns at Walmart. It's stupid. It's just white people just don't know want to take. It's not that they don't know how to take the L's. They also don't want to take the L. And this has been my other fact because when it comes to the Unabomber, and all the other American terrorists that's tried to fuck up America from the inside, or the mass shootings that we don't call terrorists. Dylan Roof killing 13, and then he's just cooperating, whereas black men, we don't even have weapons and we're not even innocent, and we get the rough treatment. And please, white people, do not tell me, oh, it's because he conceded and all that other stuff. I've seen black people not do anything wrong, literally not do anything wrong, and the cops want to rough them up. Just weeks, months ago, I remember a guy, he was trying to turn off his car and the cop yelled he got a gun. So he had to put his arm out the window like this just to let him know I ain't got no gun. And then he was like, shut your car off. He was like, no, because you're going to shoot me. And then as soon as he cut the car off, and then it was like, you don't have to take me, they yanked that man out the car. Yanked. Did he have to yank him like that? No. But these mass shooters that people get caught, they get willfully taken. They don't even get touched. Shit, Dylan Roof got Burger King. I don't get I don't break the law, but it's just I probably wouldn't get that as a brother. But this is what people have been talking about with the systematic racism and the cops and all that other stuff. But white people, y'all just really don't want to take your L's. Y'all really good at passing on the L's to other people. like like video games. Like even white people like that love video games. It's like I don't play Call of Duty all my life. It doesn't make, and it also about people blaming video games because I know the boomers they have this problem with the video games and all the other stuff, and people think they have this stigma that people who play video games live in their mom's basement and all that other stuff, and you don't. And then like even my own father, and I love my father. Even he doesn't really get the concept of video games and all that stuff. Like how is these people making money off of video? Like we understand that video games are the future. My father, he's not so techno. He likes technology, but he's not really techno savvy. So to me, like a video game is just a video games. But he doesn't understand like these video games done created jobs and done help YouTube with their content. And like, look at it now. Like a kid just won $3 million playing Fortnite on the, and like the old people, they look at it. It's just like, oh, it's not real. It's not, and they look at it weird, and probably because a lot of them went to college. And just one time, I would like to see a gamer just flex on one of these newscasters whenever they, oh, it's not real sports, you just a bunch of, and then like, because a lot of them, like, I remember Colin Coward, he was like, try to bag on people that play video games and all that other stuff. He's like, and for once, I would like to see the point where like esports does get to points where you're making just as much as athletes, and then only then like you could come and just flex on them. It's just like, wow. You got to think of it. It's like, wow, like you done spent your whole life and you paying student loan debt, and like I just won a tournament where I could pay off your student loans, and you can't really do nothing about it. Make sure I don't break my glasses. I want to see that happen. I want to see. Well, for one, I know video games like esports is. I don't want to say esports is the future, but yeah, once esports really start catching on, I think people will really start understanding. I did break my fucking glasses. God damn it! It was bound to happen. Anyway, fuck. I video game, like it gets to a point where video games is gonna be making like buku bread, and like most people still don't look at video games as a good career and all the other stuff. But look at Twitch. Like Twitch is a site for gaming, and these women, they're getting like loads and loads of money, and they don't really do much. But that's another argument and all that other stuff. Before I get off the thing. In conclusion, white people, y'all need to learn how to take an L sometimes. But I think, I don't know what it is with y'all that y'all just don't like taking L's. It doesn't look bad. Like the fact to me, the fact that you don't know how to take an L makes it like even harder. It's like, damn, it's like this doesn't look good for us. It's like if we want to progress further, like stuff like this, it shouldn't be happening, or we shouldn't let stuff like this happen. We gotta, like, we gotta figure out what to do. And I don't think taking your guns away, people like take the guns away. I personally don't think it works, because people will always find a way to smuggle guns in. That's, if anything, history tells us prohibition and like them trying to ban guns and like gun ban states, niggas gonna get their guns. Like, and trust me, like you think, oh, the government will take care of that. No, sometimes the government will be part of that plan too. You don't think? At least that's my opinion. But I'm not trying to make this into a conspiracy theory channel, even though like I don't have many conspiracy theories. So. But let me know what y'all think. Are y'all even surprised that Donald Trump blamed video games? Because I'm not. It's just, like I said, it's just proof that white people don't know how to take L's. Or you're just going to pass your L to someone else that doesn't deserve it. So let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.